Hello Botanical Bliss fans. Today we'll talk about caring for the festive and fabulous Christmas cactus. This beloved holiday plant can brighten up your home with its colorful blooms year after year. Let's dive into how you can keep your Christmas cactus thriving and blooming for many seasons to come. The perfect pot for your Christmas cactus. When it comes to potting your Christmas cactus, size matters. Choose a container that's slightly larger than its current home, with drainage holes to prevent water from pooling. This is crucial for avoiding root rot, which can be fatal to your plant. When repotting, trim any excessive roots and add a bit of organic matter to give your cactus a nutrient boost. Wait a few days after watering before repotting to ensure the soil isn't too soggy. Use a well-draining potting mix specifically designed for cacti and succulents. This will help maintain the right balance of moisture and aeration for your plant's roots. Creating the ideal environment. Christmas cacti thrive in specific conditions. These plants prefer temperatures between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity levels around 50 to 60%. Keep your cactus away from heating and cooling vents to prevent drying it out. Place it in an east-facing window for moderate light and some direct sun. If you don't have an east-facing window, a spot with bright indirect light will also work well. Just be sure to avoid intense direct sunlight, which can scorch the leaves. The art of watering your Christmas cactus. Watering is key to keeping your Christmas cactus happy, but it's a delicate balance. While it's blooming, keep the soil evenly moist and mist the plant frequently. This mimics the humid conditions of its natural habitat. After the blooming period, reduce watering to every couple of weeks. When October rolls around, cut back on watering to encourage bud formation. This period of mild drought stress triggers the plant to set buds. Once buds appear, resume weekly watering until flowering stops. Remember, it's better to underwater than overwater your Christmas cactus. Always check the soil moisture before watering. If the top inch of soil feels dry, it's time to water. To encourage more blooms, give your Christmas cactus a period of rest after flowering. Keep it cool, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and water sparingly. When new growth begins, it's time to initiate the blooming cycle. Alternate between 10 hours of light and 14 hours of total darkness for 4 to 6 weeks. This mimics the plant's natural environment and triggers blooming. You can achieve this by moving the plant to a dark closet or covering it with a box each evening. Once you see buds forming, move your cactus back to its normal spot and resume regular care. With this method, you can potentially enjoy blooms multiple times a year. Fertilization is important for maintaining your Christmas cactus's health and encouraging abundant blooms. Once buds form, apply a high-potassium fertilizer every 2 weeks. This supports bud development and flowering. After flowering, hold off on fertilizer until new growth appears. Then, use a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer monthly during the growing season, which is spring and summer. Reduce fertilization in fall and winter when the plant's growth naturally slows. Pruning your Christmas cactus is simple but important. Use sharp, sterilized scissors to trim off 1 or 2 segments from the stem's end every few years. This helps maintain the plant's shape and encourages bushier growth. The best time to prune is about a month after flowering is finished. This gives the plant time to recover before it starts setting buds for the next blooming cycle. Troubleshooting common issues. If you notice any issues with your Christmas cactus, such as shriveling buds or yellowing stems, it's usually a sign of improper watering. Adjust your watering schedule accordingly, ensuring good drainage and appropriate humidity levels. Dropped buds can be caused by sudden temperature changes, drafts, or moving the plant while it's budding. Keep your cactus in a stable environment during the budding and blooming period. If you see white, cottony masses on your plant, you may have a mealybug infestation. Treat this by wiping the affected areas with a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol. Want to share the joy of Christmas cacti with friends and family? Propagation is easy. Simply cut off a segment with at least 2 flat stem sections, let the ends dry overnight, then plant them in moist perlite or coarse sand. Place the cuttings in a bright spot, but out of direct sunlight. In 6 to 8 weeks, you'll have new plants ready to pot. This is a great way to expand your collection or create thoughtful, homegrown gifts. Remember, your Christmas cactus can live up to 20 years with proper care. It's a wonderful, long-lasting addition to your home that brings festive cheer year after year. With each passing season, your cactus will grow larger and potentially produce even more blooms. Don't be afraid to experiment with your care routine. Every home environment is different, and you may need to adjust light, water, or feeding to find what works best for your particular plant. Lastly, enjoy the process. Caring for a Christmas cactus is a rewarding experience that connects you with nature and the changing seasons. Whether you're a seasoned plant parent or a beginner, the joy of seeing those first buds appear and burst into colorful blooms is unmatched. Happy growing, Botanical Bliss fans! May your Christmas cacti thrive and bring you joy for many years to come.